One of my favorite things to do is to read the Word of God. When I'm reading it, it like comes alive to me. So I'd be like, let me sit up. So this is what it says in John 11, verse 40, okay? And mind you, when Jesus speaks, he speaks with authority, okay? So when I read the book of John, it's a lot of red letters. So when I'm reading it, it like comes alive to me. So I'd be like, let me sit up. But nevertheless, in John 11, verse 40, Jesus says to Martha, right? Because Lazarus had just passed away. 4 days later, this is Jesus at the tomb. And this is what Jesus says, right? John 11, verse 40, this is from the Tree of Life version. And it says, Yeshua says to her, Yeshua means Jesus just in the Hebrew. Yeshua says to her, didn't I tell you that if you believed, you would see the glory of God? Verse 41 says, so he rolled away the stone. Yeshua lifted up his eyes and said, Father, I thank you that you have heard me. Verse 42 says, I knew that you always hear me, but because of this crowd standing around, I said it, so that they may believe that you sent me. So Jesus says this. 43, and when he had said this, he cried out with a loud voice, Lazarus, come out. When I tell you that he speaks with authority, your body must come to life. You don't have a choice but to get up. You don't have a choice but to not remain dead. And I thought it was so funny, or so interesting, should I say, because I looked to the right? Or I looked to the left, should I say. And there's like other verses on the other side of the page. And Jesus said in verse 25 of John 11, right? He says, I am the resurrection and the life. So of course, the dead bodies must obey him. So it's like almost like in the book of Ezekiel where the dead bones or dry bones had to come alive. I think that's what it reminds me of. Because when Jesus speaks, come on, when he speaks, you must move. You must listen to his words. Because at the end of the day, since he is God and you're his creation, you must respond, So it's just so amazing. Like the book of John is one of my favorite books in the Bible because when Jesus speaks, you must listen because he speaks with so much authority. So much authority. Have a blessed day. Bye.